So in the last sessions, we discussed about the two important steps to rehost, to re-architecture our application with AWS. In the first step, we created key pairs and security group. And in the second step, basically we created an RDS. Now the third step is about an elastic cache. When we talk about elastic caches is basically a web service that makes it easy to deploy and run memcached or Redis protocol complaint server nodes in the cloud. Amazon Elastic Caches improves the performance of your web application by allowing you to retrieve information from a fast managed in-memory system. Instead of relying entirely on the slower disk-based databases. This service simplifies and offloads the management, monitoring, and operations of in-memory environments and enabling your engineering resources to focus on developing applications only. Using Elastic Cache, AWS Elastic Cache, you can not only improve the load and the response times to users' actions in the queries, but you can also reduce the cost associated with scaling web applications. Amazon Elastic Cache automates common administrative tasks required to operate a distributed in-memory key value environment. Using Amazon Elastic Cache, you can easily add a caching or in-memory layer to your application architecture in a matter of minutes via a few clicks of AWS Management Console. Once a cluster is provisioned, Amazon Elastic Cache, it automatically detects and it replaces the failed nodes, providing a resilient system that mitigates the risk of overloaded databases, which slow your website and your application load times. Through the integration with Amazon CloudWatch monitoring, Amazon Elastic Cache provides enhanced visibility into key performance metrics associated with your nodes. Amazon Elastic Cache is protocol compliant with memcached and Redis, so your code, applications, and popular tools that you use today with your existing memcached or Redis environments will work seamlessly with the service. With the support for clustered configuration in Amazon Elastic Cache, you get the benefits of fast, scalable, and easy to use managed service that can meet the needs of your most demanding applications. As with all Amazon Web Services, there are no upfront investments required, and you pay only for the resources you use. So in order to use in-memory caching, the in-memory caching that is provided by Amazon Elastic Cache, it can be used significantly to improve latency and throughput for many read-heavy application workloads, such as we have social networking, gaming, media sharing, and QA protocols or compute intensive workloads, such as you have recommendations engines. So in-memory caching, it improves application performance by storing critical pieces of data in memory for your low latency access. Cached information may include the results of input-output intensive database queries or the results of computationally intensive calculations. So in order to use Elastic Cache, we have to follow the 3 steps. First, we need to create a parameter group, create a subnet group, and then create a memcache. So let's go into the AWS Management Console and create a parameter group. So we'll type here AWS Management Console. We'll log in into our account. We'll go and sign into the console. And we log in. And here you can go to EC2. Or in the navigation pane of your Amazon RDS, we'll go directly to Amazon RDS, we'll go into RDS. We'll go into RDS. You can choose here parameter groups. When you choose a parameter group over here, the create parameter group window appears. We'll click on create parameter group. Fine. And then in the parameter group family, select a DB parameter group family. Then in the type, select DB parameter group. In the group name box, enter the name of the new parameter group. Say, my demo parameter. In the description box, enter a description for the new DB parameter group. So we'll copy it here, and then we'll create. We'll go into create. So these database parameters, they specify how the database is configured. For example, the database parameters can specify the amount of resources such as your memory to allocate to the databases. You can easily manage your database configuration by associating your database instances and multi-availability zone database clusters with the parameters group. A database parameter group, basically it acts as a container for engine configuration values that are applied to one or more database instance. Our second step is to create a subnet group. You will click in the navigation pane of your Amazon RDS. You'll click on the security groups. And when you click on the security group, you will land into a window that is create DB subnet group. Now you will click over here. The security group, it basically acts as a virtual firewall controlling the traffic that is allowed to reach or that is allowed to leave the resources that is associated with. For example, after you were associating a security group with an EC2 instance, it controlled the inbound and the outbound traffic for the instance. When you create a VPC, it comes with a default security group. You can create additional security group for each VPC. You can associate a security group only with resources in the VPC for which it's created. We'll click create security group and we'll give the name. The description will be the same. In our VPC, we'll choose the VPC, say default VPC. Availability zones, say this. We'll click on all the availability zones. We'll click on all the subnets for each availability zone, and then we'll create. So for your elastic cache, there are two important steps. In the two important steps, we basically specify a parameter group and a subnet group for your RDS.